believe I'm having this major birthday, this major milestone in my life. Right. And I just started thinking about that, and I just thought I really have to, I wanted to embrace that. So indirectly, I don't think I was seizing the moment that she wanted me to seize, but maybe I was, but it was really like a very, just like one of these beautiful New York moments. And she was literally right next to me, the subway's packed, and she had just this beautiful voice. And I started thinking about kind of my life and the moments where I met all of you, and the fact that I didn't let a moment go by, and all of you came into my life. And Cappy and Peter are sort of the star. Cappy I've known since I was 5 years old. She's not here yet. And then we kind of fast forward to Loomis, where I met my super best friends, Palmer and Larry, and then met their wives, Mary and Catherine, and the original, most amazing mentors who've become super close friends, Marilyn and Walter Rebetz. So I'm sort of letting everyone know who other people are here in case you don't know them. So fast forward to Hampshire, where I met Amy Godine, the one and only Amy Godine, wearing her high-top black sneakers, carrying 20 books at the same time, you know, always reading, voraciously reading. Palmer and I went to Hampshire together, so we got to kind of segue in together. Through Palmer, I met Ruthie, and of course Palmer's entire family, and her wonderful husband, Innes. So that's Loomis, Hampshire. Then I end up in New York at Parsons School of Design, where I meet some outrageously amazing people like Sherwin-Peg, wherever he is.
Right here.
Sherwin, his wife Peg, who's at her high school reunion and will be here later. And Ms. Jill Levine, I can't really see you, right here. And Susan Kramer, whose husband Bernard was also in my class, who's in LA, being the creative director on an amazing new magazine, so he's on the West Coast. Fast forward to Joseph Lembo. Amazing Joseph Lembo, who has brought amazingly wonderful things into my life, and I love and adore him. Our housekeeper was here yesterday, and she was really worried about Joseph because he was so obsessed on the apartment and details and cleaning and styling and everything. So you've done an amazing job, and you've done an amazing job in our relationship. And Joseph has to deal with a lot of my crazy mood swings and whatever. So he's saying, and through Joseph, I met some amazingly wonderful people like Natalie and Ken Schubach, who are right here. We've become very good friends. Penny and Eileen Flam. Joseph had known Penny and Eileen for 35 years. As, so the four of these people were very important people in Joseph's life. And I have to just backtrack a little bit because through Hampshire and Palmer, I met the Coconuts, Coconut Girls, Bonnie and Pamela, and their wonderful husbands, Andrew and Andrew, who are both here. And that was a connection through Palmer. So it's all part of this, you know, the tree of life and all these people who fit together. And through actually backtracking a little bit, and through, I'm sorry, at Loomis, my third person who was very important in my life is Alan Cho, who's in Laos, so he's not here. And through Alan, I met Drew DeSantis and Francesca Pardo, and Bob Lane, Francesca's wonderful fiance, spouse, and Donna and Drew, Mrs. and Mrs., who recently were married in California, so let's give them a round of applause. So they, yes, so this is also a celebration of their amazing union. So through Joseph, I think we segue over to Amy and Johnny over here. Amy was a very old friend of Joseph's, and they've just been a joy to have as part of my life, and they have two amazing sons, and many of you have children, and I love and adore all your children. You know, I'm sorry I didn't mention all of them. And last but not least,
or dogs.
I think I mentioned dogs.
Or dogs.
Marine Bello, who came into my life for my reinventing myself as an actor. And Maureen is an extraordinary actor who came into my life, and I love and adore you. And I love and adore everyone here, and I'm glad I got to I wanted to make the connection, and I'm glad it's a small enough group, so this is going on for hours and hours.
No, keep going, keep going.
Did I get everyone? I'm sorry. I think I got everyone, right?
It's your night, this gorgeous girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, and Jane. Jane.
You don't want to forget
Joseph,
Jane.
Who was a very old friend of Joseph's, and Jane is just an amazingly wonderful, cultural, artistic, stylish, fashionable, wonderful, wonderful person who I love and adore. So, yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Oh, we're going to anybody?
And Maria, who I met through Catherine here, who's a little jealous that I became friends with Maria, but I think she's okay with it now because we get to have Maria as part of our family groups, as our family. I'm working on it. So I wanted to connect everyone, and then last but not least, I had another sort of one of those fortuitous things that happened in the last week, besides the woman on the subway. I was reading the article in last week's Sunday Arts and Leisure section about David Lynch, who I feel is like a very significant, important person in my life in terms of changing the way we all think visually, changing the face of film and art and television, and you know, Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks were so far ahead of like so many. What? Yeah, I mean, just kind of an amazing genius, and
it's also a meditator.
He is.
Yeah.
So you know, just an amazing creative genius, and I think I saw Blue Velvet with maybe. I feel like I saw it probably with some big or maybe Sherwin. But anyway, I was reading the article about his life. He's having a big retrospective in Philadelphia. And he really talked about his creative process and the fact that he really has puts the past behind him. The past is old. And he's all about sort of what's new and what's forthcoming. And this, as he calls it, courageous experimentation and courageous exploration. So the past here, for me, the past is very important, but also the future. So I just want to thank you all for being here, and I hope that all of us together can go forward into the future and explore the world and the universe in a very courageous way together, and explore new things together, and reinvent ourselves, and whatever path it takes us on. I just really hope that you're all a part of it and you're all there for me. We're all there together. So thank you for being here.
You covered it all, man.